Hello everyone, welcome back to another interesting video. In this video, we'll look at how to punish white for this sacrifice on f7 square. Many times white players sacrifice their knight on f7 to prevent black king from castling and keep it in the center of the board and attack it as much as they can. So they sacrifice their knight on f7. Now let's look at this game. White started with e4, then e5 from black, knight to f3, knight to c6, bishop c4, knight to f6, knight to g5, attacking this weakness on f7 square, d5 from black, a very usual line and standard line to counter this attack. However, the best move here is simply play e captures on d5. However, white decides to sacrifice its knight on f7 square. Now this is a very bad move. Computer is showing this is a blunder move. However, still many black players fell for it. Now the best move here is simply capture this knight, and many players play this move. Then simply e captures on d5 from white, knight captures on d5. Now this is a blunder move. This knight captures on d5 is a blunder move from black, and that's why many players fall for this trap. Now why this is a blunder? Because now white will simply put pressure on this knight. It will play something like queen to f3, there is a check and extra pressure on this knight. Now I have to defend this knight now. So you have to play something like king to e6, and now look at your king. It's on the center of the board. Now white will play something like knight to c3 and put extra pressure on this knight. You have to play something like knight to b4 to defend this knight, and you are also attacking this pawn on c2 square. So white has to castle here to prevent this fork on c2 square, and then you can play something like c6 to defend this knight. The computer is showing the position is equal, but trust me, your king is on the center of the board and white will attack it. So that's why this move, knight captures on d5, is a blunder. So what could have been played here? The best move here is this b5. Now what can white play here? Many white players will simply play bishop to b3 to keep their attack intact. You can simply play knight to a5, and now what will white play here? If it plays something like d6 with a check, you can simply take the bishop. And then a captures on b3. Now look at this position. White has 2 minor pieces and you have 3 minor pieces. That means you are a piece up in this position. Because now you can simply play queen captures on d6 and you are perfectly winning in this position. So that's how you can punish this sacrifice on f7 square from the white. So thanks for watching everyone. Do like and subscribe for such amazing content.